Hello my friend, I'm Max Eberle, back with another rack of 10 ball. I'm here at Best Billiards in Las Vegas in the private room, table number 12. A lot of big action goes on back here actually, it's pretty cool. Okay, so back to the break. One thing I want to mention about the break is you want to put a little bit more pressure than normal into your bridge hand. Keep your weight forward. See a lot of guys, what they do is they'll be rocking back and forth and moving their weight off of their hand, and it's just really not a solid and fundamentally sound way to break. So you can do what you want back here with your hand, but keep your weight forward. And on your last backswing, you're pulling back, but you need to be pressing down into your bridge hand, and then you can come forward and finally, if you want, take the weight off your hand or keep your hand down. But remember to be real solid with your bridge hand. That's one of the biggest mistakes I see with players, is that their bridge hand isn't solid enough when it comes to not only the break but a lot of shots, but really when it comes to the break from the bed of the table, get your bridge hand real solid. Okay, so make sure you line up, drop down on your line of aim, get your bridge hand real solid, make sure you're aiming good. Then when you think your aim is good, look at the cue ball. Okay, I hit that off center, and so that's what happened. Hit it off center, my top spin took me over there, and I don't really want top spin per se, I just want enough so the cue ball squats back here. Okay, let's see what we got here. The 3 ball is open here, so the main thing, can I make this 1, avoid the 4 and come here for the 2 on this side so that I can come over here for the 3, but 3 ball actually does not go. So it looks like I could focus on a safe, or I could try to get on the 2 to a spot where I could break up the 3, or get somewhere on the 3 where I can then play safe with the 3 ball, because I don't see a combination. And I could even push right now or play safe with this 1 ball, which isn't a bad option. It looks like it's going to be kind of tough for me to avoid that 4 ball. Even with top spin, I could use high right. That's going to be a little tough. Why don't we try that though? I'm going to use high inside English and actually go for this 1 ball with about 2 tips high and 2 tips right. So it's pretty extreme. I'm going to have to aim a little bit in on the 1 ball. Okay. I'll hit the camera. Hopefully it's still lined up. Okay, so actually let me check. Yeah, it looks like it moved a little, huh? Okay. The technical adventures, it's the problem. The room is kind of small, so it's really the closest, best camera angle I could get with the space I have. Alright, I think what happened is the new cloth made it so I couldn't even avoid that 4, even with that high inside spin. So I hit the 4. Now if I do good here, I could actually win this game early, is the way it turned out. If I can make the 2 and 3. I could actually play with low right, make the 2, come over into the 3, and either end up with a bank or a cut shot. Or I could play the 2 in that corner with a little follow, a little high left, come down 1, 2 here for a bank on the 3 in the side if I'm playing only offensive. So it's interesting here. I got to make a decision. But you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for a high left, make the 2 ball down there, and I just don't want to scratch is the thing. Okay. Wanted to be more in here. You know what? I still have that bank if I want to take it. Just wondering if I can avoid the double kiss, because I could potentially come here with low left, spin around to here. Yeah, we may as well try this. Low left. So anytime you're banking, first of all, you want to know what speed you're going to hit it, because that's going to affect where you aim on the rail. The harder you hit it, you're going to aim a little bit longer, because speed is going to bring the ball back shorter off the rail. If you're going to hit it soft, then you can hit it over here, and it's going to tend to float into the pocket, also depending on what spin. So I'm going to hit this kind of a medium hard, and I'm going to use inside. So left, that's going to put a little right on the cue ball. So I'm thinking, based on that, I can aim right about here. We'll get more into that later. Okay. So I'm going to find my line of aim, pick my cue ball spot, and just do it like any other shot. Ha! Look at this. I hit it totally bad. I almost got pretty lucky, but I really did miss that shot. So, let's see, I have a kick. Oh, I may as well, since we're on a roll, may as well go for this 4-ball on the side. Now, what you need to do is play Italian 9-pin. The owner of Best Billiards, Romano, taught me how to play it. Where you're always not just kicking, but you're kicking to actually hit these little pins over. So I'm going to kick as if I'm hitting a pin over here, and it helps you see the line better. So I'm going for this spot on the 4, and let's see if I can hit it. Okay, very close. And I left the other guy out, possibly. Now the shot here would be to make this 4, draw back, and not scratch, come back here for the 5 in the side pocket. Actually, the 5 goes right up there, so I don't even have to worry about doing that. All I have to do really is pull the cue ball out here, and I can use just plain old bottom or a little low left. And it's better to stay on a little bit on this side of the 5-ball, because then all I have to do is pull out here for the 6. There's a few things I could do here. I could come over here for the combo on the 7-8, or I could follow down in here, shoot the 7 up here. But right now I still have to make this 4. So come over here, check my angle. Where do I want to be? A little bit of low, maybe half a tip left. That's what I'm going to use. Okay. Well, I'm on the right side of the 5. So this is pretty easy. Just pull over with low right. Come back right over here. I'm going to decide right now what to do. Yeah, okay. You know what? I'm going to try to get underneath. So I want to be right here with low right off the rail. Okay, thinking too much. Ended up pretty good where I want it to be, but I missed the ball. Let's see, of course it changes if you do make it. I wouldn't have been exactly here. I'll go 2 rails. I want to get right up in here for the 7 up in the corner. One, 2, a little more angle than I wanted, but I can make the 7 and bump into the 9. Just a little bit of top spin, just focus on making the ball. Can hit it pretty soft. Right, and I have an automatic angle. I could have hit it even softer than that because the 8-ball is thinner than I wanted, but it's not a problem. What I'm going to do is I want to use left to come off here, hit this rail, come out right in here. Okay, I just don't want to scratch. That was the danger. When you have the new cloth, it's not going to grab as much. On an older cloth table, that would have been a hanger. Now here's the case. It's pretty easy to draw over here and then off 2 rails for the 10, or I can just hit it soft. That's what I'll do. Hit it soft, low left, maybe 2 tips left, 2 tips low. And just come out like that. Nice soft stroke. And here I'll just follow, pick a spot for the cue ball. Okay, there we go. See you in the next 10 ball rack.